2022 is right around the corner, so who trying to go in there rich? Okay, because we ain't playing. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ariana, and in today's video I'm going to be going over some money habits that will not increase your bank account. So this is not me going over, things that's going to be like, okay, so she helping me out, growing my income, helping me save some money. Y'all seen those videos. If not, I'll link them above. But in this video, y'all, I really got to go over these money habits, that some of these categories that I'm going to go over for you guys. You might say, hey, that's me. Oh, she on point with that one. She got it on the head. You might be able to find one of these points to be able to help you change your income. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. I truly appreciate it. We are trying to grow this channel to 1,000 subscribers, and I am just super excited to be able to have a family of people who believe in the vision of financial freedom and living your best life and living your dream lifestyle. So we're gonna jump right into this, you guys, with number one, not being real with yourself and basically understanding why you spend the way you spend. Have you ever thought to yourself, like, why am I the way that I am? Like, why do I think the way that I think? Why do I do the things that I do? Why do I make these type of decisions? Have you ever wondered what makes you do these things, or what triggers you to think this way? What experiences, educate you into making these types of decisions? If you think like that, then you're basically like me, because I'll be thinking all the time, be like, dang, why did I just do that? Like, not being real with yourself is a main reason why a lot of people cannot increase their income, because a lot of people are living above their means. They're not trying to live frugal, which not everybody has to live frugal, but if you know that that's something that you have to do right now, do that. Don't be fake with yourself, like you looking in the mirror at somebody else. Like, why am I spending so much money? What am I really spending this money on? Am I getting a return of investment? Okay, is this money helping me make more money? Know your income, know how much you make per month, know your bills, and then you'll be able to really set aside decisions that are not going to financially hinder you in the future. So be real with yourself from day one. Okay, this is how much I have, this is how much I'm working with, this is the goal. Okay, so we not here yet, so we gonna get there, but let's work slowly. Not being real with yourself is something that you have to come to that decision to make, to do. The next one I'm going to talk about is keeping up with the Joneses. Now this one is so important, and I'm sorry if I'm looking at my notes, y'all, because I always come prepared. Okay, so keeping up with the Joneses. You do not, if y'all already know what that means. You're trying to keep up with the trend, keep up with the latest fashion, keep up with your friend next door, keeping up with trends and keeping up with your friends because they like to buy expensive things or their income is a certain way. Like I said in one of my other videos, you are the only person that knows your income. You're the only person that knows what's coming in and going out. Okay, so that means that if you can afford the same things that the people that you hang around can afford. If you can or can't go on that vacation. So let's track back to number one, be real with yourself and not keep up with the Joneses. Like, don't keep up with people just because you want to fit in, because it eventually is going to hinder you, eventually is going to hurt you, and you're going to realize that you shouldn't have done that in the first place. So hopefully this video will help you guys understand that trying to keep up with people around you is always going to backfire on you, because you can't. You can only keep up with yourself. Try your hardest to look at people for who they are, and who you are. Right? Like, okay, they got this, they got that, they can do that, but I know what I can do with my money. I know what I can do with my time, my income, all of that. So try not to keep up with people just because you want to fit in, or the newest thing is coming out. There's always gonna be new things coming out. It's always gonna be a new trend. It's always gonna be the latest this, that, and the third. But right now, get your money right, get your mind right. So next one I'm going to talk about is huge, okay? Because it's maxing out credit cards, ladies and gentlemen. Who over here has ever maxed out a credit card before? Yeah, I have. It makes no sense. Maxing out credit cards is one of the worst things that you can do for your credit, because it lowers your credit score tremendously. Maxing out credit cards, first of all, you should never try to use a credit card if you don't have cash. Meaning, you go to the store, you try and shop. Oh, this is cute, this is cute. You look at your bank account. Hold up. We ain't got that. We ain't got that price up in the bank account. Don't use a credit card as a replacement for money that you don't have. Never. Don't use a credit card to get something that you cannot afford with your own money. Because credit card is not your money. Just because your name is on the card, that's not yours. You're borrowing it. You're borrowing it from somebody who's trying to see, hey, is this person really gonna be paying their bills on time? That's what these credit cards are doing to people. They're literally creating so much debt for people. It's ridiculous. Besides school debt, we're not even gonna get into that. Credit card debt is huge. So that's something that you could literally prevent yourself from doing by choosing not to swipe that card. Don't swipe the card. Don't swipe the card. I just want to say on this part, I did want to explain that there is a such thing called good credit that you can build also. So credit cards, they're known to be bad, but if you're using them the correct way, then you'll be fine. But if you guys would like me to make a video on something like that to explain the difference, then let me know in the comment section. But anyways, let's get back to the video. I mean, the only way, and I think from my personal perspective, the best way to go about credit cards is if you do pay for something on that credit card, $30 transaction, pay that $30 transaction right when you get home. People be like, wait a second, why would I do that if I just use a credit card to pay for it? You gonna have to pay it anyway. But credit cards, credit card lenders, they want to make sure that if they're giving you this certain amount of money, you're gonna pay it back within 30 days. If you're not paying off what you just paid for, is going to hurt you tremendously, meaning hurt your credit score. Meaning that you can't move, buy stuff, put stuff in your name because your credit score is so bad. Okay, so let's try not to do that. The third one I'm going to talk about, you guys, is not knowing about your finances. This one is so critical to people's income increase, because if you don't know where you're at, if you don't know where you're trying to go, if you don't know where you've been, then you're not going to get anywhere. Because knowing about your finances means that, just like I've said in other videos, you guys, you want to know what's going in, out, the penny, the quarter, the dime, the dollar, the $100 bill. You want to know what's being withdrawn. You want to know what's incoming. Obviously, you're not going to know right off the bat, like, oh, list them, boom, boom, boom. But you should have a roundabout number always of what you're working with in your head. Nobody else needs to know, but you should know. I want you guys to actually comment in this comment section below if you actually look at your bank account every single day. If you actually check your bank account. If you actually check it to see did something happen overnight? Did I lose some money? Did a bill come out? Comment down below. I just want to hear your answers on that, because it's so important that people actually do something like that, which is check your finances every day. Not knowing about your finances is critical, because you don't want to be somebody that's ignorant to your own financial capability, which means that you don't know how much you're capable of earning. You don't know what you have to do to be capable of earning a certain amount. You have to know what goes into everything. A lot of people don't look at their bank accounts. A lot of people's they don't do anything for them to really know, what happened with a transaction. And so that's not the smartest thing always to do, when you're trying to get yourself to a certain goal. If you have goals set in place and you want to get there financially, you have to have it listed out, whether that's written down, whether that's on your phone, whether that's in a notebook, whether that's on a whiteboard. You have to have something listed down so that you can see, or that you can tell yourself, this is where I'm at today, this is where I'm at next month, this is where I'm at the month after. And that's how you will grow your income. And understanding how important it is to really know your money. Like, just know your money, know what you have, know your net worth at the end of the day. Always know that. All right, you guys, so this next one is a little scary. Okay, this next one is a little scary because it done hurt a lot of people. This habit right here is not planning for a rainy day. Not planning for a rainy day. Nobody wants bad things to happen. Nobody wants emergencies and anything to go wrong financially, or where you have to put a large lump sum of money somewhere or move money around different places. Okay, not planning for a rainy day, you guys, is one of the most, I believe that's probably one of the biggest issues that people have with being able to turn their finances around. It's just not being ready for a rainy day, not being ready for an emergency, situation. And these type of things will keep people out of hospitals almost from the stress levels that we have from our finances not being where they need to be. Things happen that are out of our control. Things happen that are in our control. Things happen where we have to take care of it immediately, or else something bad or something worse will happen, and you never want to be at a point where it's like, I'm broke after paying for this emergency. You don't want to be a person that I can't even pay for the emergency. And obviously every emergency is different, every crisis is different. You don't know how much you'll ever have to pay for things, but you just want to make sure that your well-being, meaning your survival, your household, your bills that need to be paid in order for you to continue to go as a person. Make sure your finances for your livelihood are taken care of first. That's one of the main things that we don't always do. Yes, you want to pay yourself first, meaning give yourself, $100 or $1,000 depending on your budget, obviously, or depending on your income. But you also want to make sure that emergency fund is something that you actually consider. I know a lot of people probably think of emergency fund as a checking account almost, and not think of it as a checking account, but more so use it as a checking account. How many people save money but still go in that savings account and be taking money out? Like, we got money still over here. When you know that you have money there just sitting there and it's available for you to use, if anything ever happens, you will not be stressed out. You will be thankful for the person that you were when you chose to not spend that money, because you knew a rainy day might come, because every day's not perfect and people in this world are not perfect, as we can see. So it's like, be ready for anything. Almost try to be overly prepared, and that means that even if it's meaning saving $1 a day till you get to 1,000, $1 a day until you get to wherever you need to be, you do that. Because it's all you and your money, and nobody should be judging nobody else for how they need to save their money, grow their money, or any of that, because everybody's different. Everybody has a different perspective. But another one I'm going to talk to you guys about is, this one is kind of big for me personally, which is never saying no. And it's not that I never said no, it's just more so I felt like I would be missing out if I didn't say no. And I'm not sure if anybody else has ever been in that position before, where you want to go out with your friends and everybody going out, it's been the plan, this, that, and the third, but you kind of not right, financially, where everybody else might be at to do all the shenanigans that they got going on over the weekend. You know what I'm saying? So imagine that. I've been there. I know a lot of other people have been there, and it doesn't feel good. But what did feel good was when I did say no, you guys have fun, I'm gonna stay back and do what I need to do at home, or just take care of some business, or whatever excuse that you want to give, or whatever reason why you don't want to do it or why you shouldn't do it. You should be real with your friends first off. There shouldn't be any secrets. If they're really your real friends, they wouldn't push you into spending money that you don't have, because they care about you, your well-being, your livelihood, and so you have to care about that for yourself first. Though you have to be a person where it's like, okay, I'm gonna miss out on the Jamaica trip that all my friends are going on next summer, just because I have this 6 months of straight focus and hard work that I'm about to be putting in, and it's gonna go into the Jamaica trip, so I can't do it. How many people are really gonna be real with themselves enough to do something like that, to miss out on an amazing trip like that? But most people wouldn't, because of the fact that you feel like you're gonna be missing out. Chance of a lifetime, could never go again. Jamaica ain't going nowhere. Hawaii not going nowhere. Paris, no, nothing is going anywhere besides your finances. Saying no to people is not something that you should feel like is going to make them mad, and you shouldn't have people in your life that will get mad if you do say no, that you don't want to do something. But you can't be like that with people. Don't do that, because you don't want to put somebody else in a position, an uncomfortable position, because you want to be comfortable. Never do that. And just like you wouldn't want somebody to push you to spend money on something that you can't afford, or it's going to put you in big debt. You know what I'm saying? So be a real person with yourself and true to yourself enough to take a step back sometime, take a break, be patient for your money to grow, for you to be able to make the type of decisions that some of your friends make with their money. but you still don't know what's coming in their income, in their bank account every day. Nobody knows what's going in anybody's bank account every day besides what you're being told, or if you literally type in their account number and their username and password and you see it yourself. Like, we don't know. You go based off of looks. You go based off of perspective. And that actually leads me into the next one, which is manifesting on fake pretenses. So what I mean by this is basically manifesting lifestyles that you see on a daily basis, and it's not a fact that you are manifesting a fake lifestyle. It's more so that you're trying to manifest somebody else's life instead of your own, and all of this goes towards social media. And social media is one of the main things that also hurt a lot of people financially, because what do we see these days on social media that makes us want to spend money? Vacations. I said vacations first, like BAE and then VAC. So vacations and vacations, solo trips, buying a car, buying new house, going on airplane trips, just traveling the world, going to NBA games, first floor seats. All of the stuff that we see people doing is stuff that is keeping us broke, because what are you trying to do? You're trying to keep up with that. Basically, manifesting on fake pretenses means you don't want to manifest on something that you're scrolling through every day without actually knowing much about it, because it's hard to really always know people for who they really are through social media. But you have to understand also that social media is not a true real place, and honestly it really isn't, because it really just shows the highlights of people's lives that people want to show. Like, you see people and they have these nice cars and these nice homes and everything that you dream of, and it could be a dream for you to have those things, but try not to manifest too much on the lives that the people are living to have those things, because you want to manifest your own life to have those things. Hopefully that makes sense, because I know it kind of is a little deep. No, it's fine. But seriously, you want to manifest your own life and manifest the things that you see on social media, like a car, a certain house, the way the house looks. That's what you should want. Don't manifest on things that you're not fully educated about. You want to manifest on the things that you know for sure is something that you desire for your future, because that will happen. So hopefully this video, you guys were able to see a little bit of different perspective on these topics, because money is something that will never stop coming around, but you just have to be a person that's educated enough to know how to grab it, how to save it, how to invest it, how to grow it, because if you don't try to learn these things, it's not going to be good for the next generation. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope the money habits that I went over with you guys will help you see, things in just a different perspective. I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. So, this page, I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy the channel. And thank you guys so much again for coming back. Go ahead and like this video and subscribe. And don't forget to follow me on my social media. I'll make sure to link that below. But thank you guys.